everybody and welcome to Hannah's Happy Space. My name is Hannah and you are joining me here today at home in a wet and windy Devon. I live in a small town just on the edge of Dartmoor, down in the southwest of England. I'm looking that way, if you've not been here before, that is my conservatory, and I can see the weather is pretty horrendous. It is very windy here, and I'll just say if there's any rumbling noises, the wind is blowing directly over our chimney and whistling down, so it does make quite a loud noise. Hopefully it's not going to pick up on camera, but if you do hear any whooshing or rumbling sounds, that's where that one's coming from. Yes, so like I say, I am I'm Hannah. How did I forget that? If you've not been here before, like I say, I live down in Dartmoor. I live with my sister Cara and her son, my nephew Sebi. He has gone off to school this morning. It's quite early. It's just gone 9 o'clock. So like I say, it's very grey outside, so hopefully the lighting's okay. It is I should have looked at the date. What's the date today? It is, I know it's a Tuesday. I'm just looking at the telly to see if it'll tell me what the date is. Not sure if it does that. No, it doesn't, unless it goes off. I don't know if do you need to, it's January. That January could be any day in January, couldn't it? It seems to go on forever. It's a Tuesday, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, we're doing a podcast. That's all we need to know. Yes, so it's been about 2 weeks since I saw you last. Not a huge amount has happened. We've had some more storms. We've had, like I said, it's been incredibly windy here. We've been quite lucky with the weather, as it's caused chaos over the UK. So hopefully everyone is safe and keeping well. Yeah, so shall we get straight into what you're all here for? The knitting, the crochet, the crafting. Oh, and I should just say welcome back to any of my current subscribers. Welcome to new viewers. You're all very welcome here. If you enjoy what you see, maybe give the video a little like. If you really like it, subscribe and you'll know when I'm doing another video. And leave a comment. I always love to chat with you all down in the comments, or you can chat amongst yourselves, whichever you prefer to do. So, like I say, let's get on with what you're here for. Let's start with what I am wearing. Today I am wearing one of my Tolsta tees. This is a pattern by Rebecca Clow from the Papaya. If you see me looking down, that's where my notes are. Yeah, so this is a pattern by Rebecca Clow. Clow or Clow, sorry. Yeah, if you've been here before, I've made 3 of these and have plans for more. This is a slightly adapted version. This is the double knit version. And here I have, instead of doing the increases that it suggests in the pattern, I've done these yarn over increases, so you get an eyelet down the raglan. This has been knit using 4 different colours, I'm not sure what they are, of Stylecraft Recreate, which is a recycled yarn. Really lovely and soft. It's quite a fine DK, a lighter weight DK, but it's worked fine for this pattern. Absolutely lovely. Yep, so that is what I'm wearing. If you go back to previous podcasts, if you want more information, can't remember which podcast it's in, it's a fair few back. There'll be more details. That's what I'm trying to get to. Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. I am going to go through obviously all the bits and bobs I made. It's not a huge amount to show today, but I wanted to get back sooner rather than later because I have forgotten to put it here. This is where all my things are. I've got a giveaway to do. I don't know if I meant to say if you're meant to say that word, because lots of other podcasters I see try not to use that word because the bots will get, people find out, or bots find that you're doing giveaway, they just focus in on that word, and that's they comment or try just to win prizes. But like I say, I've just noticed I haven't got the prize here, so bear with me, I'll be back in a second. Okay, I found it. Hopefully I put the camera back in the right place. Yes, so last time I was here, I told you that we were gonna celebrate me reaching 1,000 subscribers. I have got well over that mark now, so thank you so much to those of you who subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated. It is absolutely bizarre that many people are interested in watching me. So yes, like I said, I was going to get together a little prize, and that is what I have done. I've managed to get to the sewing machine. I have bought it, like I say, the conservatory is just over there. That is where I keep my craft room. It is more of a dump site at the moment. But obviously in this weather, it is freezing out there. So I'm not sitting out there and sewing. I've managed to bring the sewing machine into the lounge and I'm doing a little bit when I can, because obviously it's noisy and there's other people using the front room. So let's see what I have got together. Now, I have got a donation from lovely Ruth, from Ruth Loves to Knit. Is this beautiful yarn. It's very tempted to keep it for myself. This is from Felt Fusions, and the colourway is Heart on Your Sleeve-ish, and the makeup is 75% superwash BFL, 25% nylon. It is a fingering weight yarn, 100 grams, 425 meters. So that's the yarn. Then we also have a little bag with some different stitch markers in. And finally, one of my project bags that I have made to go with the yarn. This is rainbow print bag. Obviously had to get a rainbow in there, but with this grey dull weather, I thought it might, you know, brighten things up. So yeah, rainbow print bag with, what colour lining we've got? Oh, just a plain white, bright white lining, and it's a drawstring. And handles. So that is the prize altogether. If I can show you. Ooh. So bag, yarn, and stitch markers. I'm trying my hardest again for a thumbnail. I know I say it every time and it never works. I don't think I've ever, probably once or twice, used YouTube suggestion. So you never know. That is the prize for reaching 1,000 subscribers. So to be in with a chance of that winging its way to your home, we need to think of a comment. So let's think. Leave a comment down below and just use the word rainbows. If you use the word rainbows in your comment, even if it's literally the word rainbows, then you will be in with a chance of winning that one. I'm going to leave it open until the 11th of February, which is just over 2 weeks' time. Just gives me a little bit of extra time in case I can't get on to film. So yeah, that'll be on the 11th of February, but the date will be closed for that. And it is open to everybody, wherever you may be in the world. So that is that, just as a great big thank you. Okay, just have a quick drink. You might be able to hear the wind now. Well, I was being very quiet. A great big gust of wind's just blown over there. Lovely. Right, knitting. Let's get on to the knitting, shall we? I have got 1, 2, 3 knitting finished objects and 1 crochet finished object. So where should we start? Let's start with the crochet. So I talked about this last time, about a plan that I had. I had bought some of this Ricorumi Nilli. Oh, there we go. Should hopefully be able to see that. The writing on it's, if you've not seen it before, is like metallic and it's a bit shiny. So this is a chenille yarn, and you get 25 grams, 65 meters on there. This, it doesn't say what weight it is, but it suggests a 3mm hook or needles when you're using it. I was going to use it to make my brother Harry a capybara. Had a pattern for the capybara from Curious Papaya. So I bought 3 of these because I had no idea how far this would go. I've not used this sort of yarn before. So I had 75 grams. As you can see, this is a whole ball. So let's show you what I've made and then we'll talk about the yarn and things. So here he is. Oh, he's super cute. So you can see his little face. Now, as you may see, he's got a little orange on his head. That does come with the pattern. There's a YouTube video if you're into that kind of thing, with capybaras in a pool that have been fed oranges, and then one pops up and he's got an orange on his head. My brother loves them. Yes, so like I say, I've used the Nilli yarn, and I used it with a 2.5 hook, and I've got a really nice dense stitch, but to be honest, I probably could have gone down even smaller, because it really, the yarn really compacted on itself. Might have been a bit difficult to go down to a smaller sized hook, although this felt fine, because normally when you do amigurumi you might go down a size hook. If you don't do amigurumi, you might go down a size hook than you do for a normal crochet project, because you want your stitches to be close together so the stuffing doesn't peep through. But like I say, I went down to 2.5, absolutely no problem at all. He is stuffed obviously, but his body has also got a little bag with some little plastic pellets in, just to hold him down. It suggests to do that in the pattern because it's got quite a weighty head, just so it doesn't topple about. So yeah, I used this one. What did I say it was called? Did I say? Shade 24. And I've got this much left, which actually I've just seen my scales in front of me. I'll just really quickly weigh it. So like I said, there was 25 grams, although I've just weighed that one, the whole ball, and that's 26 grams. So, you know, I have got left 9 grams. So this, I know he's not very big, but what's that? 25 take away 9, 14. No, 16. So not very much at all. And just a little tiny scrap of orange cotton for his little orange on his head, 9mm safety eyes, bit of embroidery thread for his features, and there he is. He can now go off to live with Harry, who I imagine will want another one. And seeing as I've got so much of it left, that is not a problem. It didn't take me very long at all. It took me one evening to make him up. I did find, like I said, I've only used this chenille yarn the once, and obviously, I mean, it's not a very dark colour, but you can see there's a lot, the way the yarn is made, it gives quite a lot of different coloration in it. I did find it a little bit tricky to start with, seeing where my actual stitches were, until I got used to him. So there he is, one tiny little capybara. Yeah, like I say, that's a pattern from Curious Papaya. All the patterns I talk about today, or the yarns, will all be linked in the description box below. I don't know what I'm doing. I keep looking at myself rather than the camera. I'm really sorry if that's an off-putting. I don't know why. I should be used to it by now. Look at the camera. Right, there he is. Put him away. Like I say, I've got 2 balls of this left, and I did have a lighter brown, which you might not be able to tell. The ears are a lighter brown. There's hardly any difference in it. But I think I might have a look, see what other colours they've got, order a few more, and I'm actually going to have a look through some of my Papaya books first, see what I can make from those, because I think that will be really, really cute. So that's the crochet. Next up we have got some knitting. So showed you this last time. This was a work in progress when I showed you before. It's going to be too big for me to show on screen, so I will put a photo in at some point to show you the finished piece, but I've got to try and work out where's the back and the front. I am so pleased with this, so pleased. If you've been here before, you know I like colour, you know I like a rainbow. This is my mystery shawl cowl by Renee Strout. Oh, I will show you, like I say, you can't see it all. Let me go from one end to the other. This was a knit along for Advent. Obviously I didn't do it as an Advent knit along. I went through my stash and picked out all the colours that I wanted to use, put them in a fade. This is the 20 gram version, so you use 20. The suggested amount is 20 grams for each section. You don't use 20 grams for any of the sections. There's also you could do it with 10 grams if you had a smaller Advent yarn Advent, and then you knit in the cowl. Obviously you knit a block every day. So I started at this purpley end. Now some sections I didn't have a full 20 grams, so like this one here is like a little mini fade, so I think there's 3 different shades of purple in there. Then we went from these purples to a blues onto these tealy colours and greens into sort of so this light green, and then into some speckles with similar colours, darker speckles, yellows, onto the pinks, again mixing yarns together, sort of pinky orangey colour, which then led into purpley again, multis, and then this really dark multicoloured section at the end. So as you can see, it is a big shawl, but I do like a big shawl. So it's a nice big triangular cozy shawl, and because it's garter, it is super squishy. I haven't blocked it, just sewed in the ends. Just wonder if I can move you back a little bit so you can just see a little bit more of it. There we go. The colours don't look quite as bright on the screen. I do use a lot of bright colours that are difficult to photograph, and with the lighting and everything at the moment. But yeah, it is a little bit brighter than it's showing up, but I am really pleased with it. It has got rid of lots of little bits from stash. Most of this has been knit with actual 20 gram minis from the Discreet Unicorn. There's a lot of her yarns in here. There is also a lot of Rainbow Fusions minis. I'll just pull you forward again. Hopefully not too wobbly. Yeah, so a lot of Rainbow Fusions minis. Some have a bit of sparkle in them. Some of them are just scraps from other projects. So like this one here, I know that one is a Woolly Mama's yarn. Yeah, Woolly Mama, yeah, that I used in my, what's this called? Eyelet Burst shawl. Actually, I think I've got a bit of all So all of these are in this shawl, I think, at some point or another. I have got, yeah, there's that one. That one was in there, wasn't it? Where'd it go? James Makes Yarn. That's one of his. So there are other bits and bobs in there as well. So like I say, I will put a photo in so you can see the whole thing. Yes, so if you've got minis or scraps, I'd really highly recommend this. It took about just under 2 weeks to knit. Obviously I wasn't knitting on it constantly, but when you get up to excuse me, when you get up to this edge, this edge, the rows are very long. Yeah, so definitely would recommend that one. Let's see if I can fold it up a bit, just so it's out of the way. There we go, that'll do, sort of. A bit of a triangle-y pile. Right, okay. Next, excuse me, is, let's find the bits and bobs. So we've got some mitts. So I'm just going to put them on to show you first of all. These are a knit along that's running at the moment. Knit along is being held by Suzanne Kirkland-Wells, who you may know better as the dyer behind Green Lambkin's yarn. These are the Thorny Briar mitts, so it's the Thorny Briar cow. You can enter on Instagram or Ravelry, and you have to enter, knit the mitts. That's all you've got to do. They're DK weight mitts. Here they are. So you can see they've got this twisted stitch pattern up the fronts. Take them off so you can see. Yeah, so this is a pattern by Suzanne Kirkland-Wells, Green Lambkin yarn. The pattern is available on her website and on Ravelry. I'm going to move my face out of the way so you can see, hopefully. So there we go. They're knit in the round. I knit mine on 9-inch mini circulars on I think I did mine on a 3.5. I think the pattern might call for slightly smaller. I didn't have slightly smaller. And to be fair, there is only one size on the pattern. They do look quite skinny. I have quite big hands. They are snug, but not too tight. Because I was a bit worried when I was knitting them. I thought, oh, they look very skinny. But yeah, they've come out absolutely lovely. Like I say, they're knit in the round. The thumb is an afterthought thumb, which I've never done before. Very simple. I did go on YouTube and find a tutorial just to have a look, just to see what to do for that. And first time also using Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, which my family seemed to find hilarious for some reason. It is surprisingly stretchy. Who is Jenny? No, I don't know. Again, I used a YouTube tutorial, actually Stephen West's, for the cast off. I'm not sure I like the look of it. I mean, it's fine for these because once you've got, so that's what it looks like there. When you put them on, obviously it stretches out a little bit, but I think it just looks a bit sort of bulky. It looks okay here, so that's fine, I suppose, because that's when you're going to see it more, isn't it, than like this. But yes, that's what I used for those, and they're absolutely lovely. Nice and toasty warm. The yarn that I have used is from What Must Have Made. This colourway is called Euphoria. It is a double knit 100% blue face Leicester superwash. I had 100 grams, which is 225 meters. It took 50 grams to make my mitts. So I had some left over, so I'll show you what else I've done with that yarn. But yes, I recommend these. Lovely pattern, super quick, didn't take me very long at all. 2 days, I think, 2-3 days. Yeah, can't say anything else about them. Beautiful. The yarn is lovely as well. Really, a bit more, because it's blue-faced Leicester, slightly more coarse, a bit more rustic, not uncomfortably so, just not, you know, the same as this squishy merino stuff that I've been using or for that. So be lovely and warm in this weather. So yes, like I say, that is a knit along you can join in with. I'll leave all the details below. So I had some yarn left, 50 grams of yarn left, so I thought I would make a matching item to go with them. Sorry, I'm just sorting it out. Yes, a hat, because I thought that might not be so comfortable around my neck. So yes, a hat it became, and it became, I'm trying to fiddle around with it. Ta-da! This one. This is the Painting Honeycombs hat by Stephen West. This I only came off the needles last night, so if I stretch it out, you can see where I've used. Hold on. Use the colour in between. It always coming up a bit dark. So I used what was left over from the Euphoria. So that's this. Again, not coming out quite as bright as it is. And then I had 100 grams of a double knit that I dyed up myself a while ago, which is this bluey teal colour with some green and yellow flecks through it. So it matched up really nicely. The blue is from the main colour is incredibly similar to the blue. It's a good look, isn't it? The blue in the yarn. So just bear with me because it is a fairly snug hat, I have to say. There again was only one size in this pattern. I have a fairly, I shouldn't say I've got a big head, but you know, I've not got a tiny head. I've also got a lot of hair. So now I tried it on yesterday before the hair was straightened, and it was even snugger. So that is the hat. Matches with the mitts. I didn't do it exactly the same as the pattern because he has a different kind of rib on his hat. So I just did a 2x2 rib, and then it's just peeping out there. So let me take it off. Put my glasses back on. Oh dear. So what I did with there's a lot of rib. 6 inches is in the pattern. I think I did pretty much all of it. So what I did was a 2x2 rib, to the half, you know, what I wanted it to be half of. And then I did just a plain knit row. So this is the inside, so obviously it looks like a garter stitch. A whole row of knit, and then carried on, did the rest of the rib, and then it just means that it folds on that rib, on that knit line. I did it on my, what happens to be here, is that on my Rough Road hat as well, that row of knit, just so the brim folds over where you want it to. I might make a pom-pom. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it's looking really dark there. It's nowhere near as dark as that. I have got left, it's very handy having my scales here. I have got left 22 grams of this Euphoria yarn left. Similarly, I reckon of the blue, just under 28 grams. So I could do a pom-pom, I suppose. I don't know if I'd want to mix the two together. If I did a pom-pom, it would just be in this colour, but I don't know what size pom-pom I'd get out of that. We'll have to wait and see. I might not do one at all. But yeah, that is a nice little wintry set. I don't normally do matching. I'm not one of these people who's that bothered. So hat and mitts. I'll probably wear this with it when I'm out and about as well. Yeah, when people, oh, I have to make a shawl that, you know, and that's fine. A shawl that goes with a particular outfit is a good idea. Me, I'm just like, oh, I'll wear that one today. Oh, I'll wear that one today. Oh dear, never mind. Okay, so that is all my finished objects. I'm looking at my notes again, jabbering on. Okay. What comes next? Whips. No, whip. Work in progress. I've only got the one, and it is in one of my own bags. Like I say, I've had the sewing machine out. When I was rooting around for fabric, I found this beauty that I bought myself a while back. It's got rabbit, deer, unicorn. I thought there was an owl somewhere. Oh, a bit of an owl. And then what have I got inside this one? Oh, just about see that. It's like a cream on cream sort of linen look. Yeah, if you like this bag, there will be one similar, not so big, going into the shop update. I have spent yesterday cutting out bags. I'm going to try, after I finished here, to go and sew them up while Sebby's at school, because it's a bit noisy if he wants to come home and watch TV or whatever. So in this bag, I have got, if I can get hold of it all, this is the Memento shawl, or shawlette, from Jacqui Verbeek. I also mentioned this one last time. Sorry. Yarns wrapped around the stopper. Mentioned this last time because I'd had this beautiful yarn from Floof Fibres. So it's like a lilac coloured yarn with all these beautiful neon speckles throughout, greens and purples and pinks and blues. That is, I've got the label, where's the label? Here it is. Floof Fibre, Born This Way, 4-ply sock, merino nylon 80/20, high twist. So yeah, the colourway is Born This Way, and I am knitting the Memento. So I'm just going to try and stretch out a bit on the needles. It's the only problem with shawls, isn't it? When they get to a certain size, they're very difficult to show. I will put a picture in of what we're aiming for. I know I put one in last week, or last time I was here, sorry, but I'll pop another one in. So this is how far I have got. I can try and stretch out. This is a 1 skein shawl. So I have done 1, 2, 3 repeats of the pattern. I have got 1 more to do before the bind off. So it alternates between this garter section and these V or arrow shaped lace. So it's obviously, as it's a 1 skein shawl, it's not huge. It's not particularly deep shawl, but it's a nice little sort of shawlette. So it's coming along really nicely. The yarn is super soft, really lovely and soft. Lovely squishy garter bits. So when it comes to blocking, I'll have to be careful because obviously you want this lovely lace to show, but don't want to lose too much of that squishy garter. It's got an I-cord edge with this eyelet, with eyelets that you knit as you go. The pattern is really well written, lovely pattern, all as on a table, so you can tick off the bits you've done. You know, you do repeats, so you get the whole pattern and you get sections 1, 2, 3 like that. Like, yeah, really lovely. Lace isn't very complicated, as you can see. You know, just a combination of yarn overs and knit 2 togethers and that kind of thing. Yeah, really lovely. Hopefully won't take me too much longer. Got my little froggy stoppers on there. These ones are from Isle Stitch. I'll put the link below. They're on Etsy. Yeah, so probably when I see you next, that will be finished. And that, like I say, is my only whip that I'm working on. There are other things tucked away. But yes, it's a good excuse to cast something new on. But I'm not sure what. I've got a few garments that I want to do. I've got a cable cardigan that I want to do for myself. I've got my toadstool crochet jumper I want to do for myself. I've got Cara's bought me some yarn to knit her a Felix. Yeah, so it's bits to be getting on with. So that's that one. So that is everything. Yeah, that's all that I've been up to. Like I say, the sewing machine is out. I'm looking over there because that's where it is. And there will be some new bags going into the shop. I'll probably maybe try and tie that shop update in with the date for when the giveaway finishes. And then I'll do a podcast again with who's won, and then do a little shop update video at the end. Just another quick reminder, that is your 1K giveaway prize. Like I say, if you want to win that one, just leave the word rainbows in the comments or in amongst your comment. Try and be creative, that's always fun. And like I say, that will be running until, what did I say, the 11th of February. Open to everyone, everywhere, worldwide. I think that's it. I think we'll leave it there. I will see you around that date. Might not be exactly on the 11th. What's that? I think that might be a Sunday, so it might be the following day. But yes, take care, everybody. Hope you enjoy the next couple of weeks of crafting. If you are caught up in this storm at the moment, stay safe. And I will see you all again next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you again. Bye.